Hello everyone, my name is Elle Gaming, welcome back to another video. Today is kind of a bit of a last minute video. I said I wanted to do one of these in another video that I don't know if it's even come out yet. It probably hasn't, but I said I would do a book review. Now, this isn't all the books I've read, but this is all the ones I've gotten that I could find, and I thought we'll do a little book review because basically there is a video that I recorded ready for tomorrow, but I've decided that I want to do a little bit more to that video. So what I'm going to do is do a little book review. And I've been saying this for the longest time because I love to waffle about books in all my videos. So today I thought we might as well actually go through them instead of me waffling randomly throughout. I mean, I'll probably still do it, but yeah. Also, I have broken my tripod and I don't even know how, like it's just cracked, and now the stand is hella wobbly. So if the camera suddenly falls or dips, I do apologise. But anyway, let's get on. Now I'm gonna put this out there. The first book I ever read fully through was Bridget Jones. Now the funny thing is, I started reading this in I think year 4. So when I was like maybe 8, and I was reading Bridget Jones. I literally used to come in school with this book because we used to have reading records in school, and I was reading Bridget Jones. I barely finished. I finished it when I was in secondary school because we again got reading logs there for like the shortest amount of time. But read Bridget Jones. I love the films. If you haven't seen the films, like, where are you? And also the book is amazing as well. I loved it. Absolute classic. Love this book. Absolute 10 out of 10. And then I also read, so in lockdown basically was when I started like properly reading. So I read To All the Boys I Loved Before, P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I love the film series. I never read the first one, which I know I should have, but I had the second one, or I might have read the first one. I think someone had, because I borrowed it from school. I think I've still got it somewhere, but I never returned it. So that was great. But I really enjoyed that book because that one was in lockdown. I think it was better than the film, but I'll give that one a 7 because it wasn't exactly my favourite book. But I did really like it. I will also link all the books that I have read and I mentioned today down below, but we're going to keep moving. Now, what was the next book I read? Now, the next one. Again, I started off reading a lot of films or like series that I liked, and I read the first Bridgerton book. I still haven't read the second one. I have got it, but my friend has it. It's a long story, and I really enjoyed this one. Again, I think it was better than the series, like the actual season, but then at the same time certain bits I wasn't really that, fussed about. It was pretty much what was going on in the series. But I'd say this is an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, love it, can't go wrong. If you've seen the series, read the books, it's amazing. The next one, which I do have somewhere but I don't know where it's gone, I am a huge Jane Austen fan, and I read the book Emma because I fell in love with the film. It is an amazing film. I liked the book, but the ending was very flat. Like, I loved the whole thing. I couldn't wait to finish it because it was so good. And then I was like, oh, it's like finished. But we love Jane Austen, and also I really want to read her book that they also did a film adaptation of recently. Well, it wasn't recently, but a while ago. I can't remember what it was called. I'll find out later, and I'll also link that down below. But I really want to get that book and read it because I watched the film and it was amazing. And then the next one we've got, this is when I started going to the works and spending all of my money on books. I bought this book, Italy Ever After by Leonie Mack. If you can tell, it's set in Italy. It's pretty good. It was a bit of a strange kind of story because it was like, I don't want to spoil it, but it was the daughter's teacher and the mum. So yeah, I mean, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice read because obviously it's set in Italy and it had all the landscapes and all the kind of vibes you'd expect. But I really liked it. Again, I think I'd go for a 7 because I did really enjoy it. But it's probably not one I'd read ever again. like, I've read it, I don't need to read it again. So yeah, this is such a chaotic video. I'm literally recording this the night before the video that I had planned was going to go out. So this is coming out on the Tuesday, but here we are. Anyway, the next book I read was The Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. If you couldn't tell, I love a good romance book. I think all the books I own are romances. I really liked this one. I loved the storyline. It kept me on edge a lot of the time. I'm trying to remember because I haven't read this one for a while. I really enjoyed it. Seaside town, really cute romance. Great storyline. I really enjoyed it, actually. I think I'll go for an 8. I really liked this one. This one was really good. Actually, I think I'll go with this one for a 6 because, like I said, I wouldn't read it again, but I did enjoy it at the time when I was getting back into books. So this one's an 8. I really enjoyed this one. Again, down by the coast. Little romance story. You gotta love it, you know? And then going back to the theme of TV series, now this is one of my favourites. I love One of Us is Lying, the TV series on Netflix, but the book is also amazing. Obviously the books also give more detail, which was great, and they also changed some of the stuff. I think that obviously the series probably came second, but the series didn't have the same like twist ending. But I really enjoyed the book. I think I enjoyed the book more than the series, but obviously when you watch the series you see the characters, and even though I saw the characters in the series, I still kind of created my own characters for them, and I love this one, so I'm going to give it an 8.5. This is by Karen M.McManus, I think I've said that right. I love this book. If you haven't seen the series, highly recommend. It is on Netflix, not sponsored, but there you go. And then I read the next one, One of Us is Next. Now, I think this one was better than the first one. So I loved this book. It was really good. It was very different to the season 2 series because it wasn't based on the original, I think it's 6. But I love this. I really love this book. I definitely would read it again. I love both of them. I would give this a 8.7 because I'm trying to be like critical, but I can't because I love them. I wouldn't have bought them if I didn't want to read them, you know. And then the next one I read, because everyone is raving about her, I read Colleen Hoover, Ugly Love. Now this is one of those books that it is on like TikTok everywhere for the fact that this woman is amazing. I love her books at the moment. I've got so many. I loved this one, really enjoyed it. I love the kind of like vibes it gave off, and I think it was so good. I'm not going to spoil it, but highly recommend it. I'd rate this a 9. I read this while I was on holiday and I finished it in 2 days. That just tells you all you need to know. I loved it. I couldn't stop reading it. Like every 5 seconds I was like, I can't put this book down. I need to finish it. It is amazing. I love it. 9 out of 10. And then going again with the Colleen Hoover. Also, if you couldn't tell, I like choosing books that have nice covers. That's mainly the reason I choose them. And then I also read the back of them. But this one, All Your Perfects, again, really good. I love the seriousness of this one. This one's a lot more like, how do I put it? Like emotional. The other one had like some other backstory going on, which is what I love about Colleen Hoover's books. But this one was really emotional, really hard hitting. I really liked it, but then at points, I don't know. I loved the actual like past, because she does past and present, and I loved the past section of this book, and the present section of the book made me sad because I don't want to spoil it, but I've always had dreams about it happening to me, and it's just really scary. But I really like this book. I loved it. Amazing cover. So I'm going to give it 8.4. I'd read the One of Us books more than I would read that one again. Now, that is all the books I have read so far. Now, I'm currently reading Sorry I Missed You by Lorraine Brown. It's starting off pretty good. I haven't got very far with it though. It's not been one of those ones that I just don't want to stop reading. And also I've been kind of in a funk with going to bed properly. Like, I'm literally doing a series. This is the whole point of why I'm doing this video now, because I want to add a bit more to the video that will be coming out at some point this week. But I want to do a bit more for it because I feel like I didn't do it very well because I wasn't in the right place for it. So we're now going to do it properly. I'm very excited to finish this one. I have also got It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Again, if you like follow book TikTok or whatever, it is one of those books that you have to read if you like romance, and I'm very excited to read it. The one thing I'm annoyed about is though trying to find It Starts With Us not in a hardback, because I don't like hardback books. I prefer like the softbacks, the paperbacks, and it's actually pain. I don't think I found one that I could buy, although when I was in Spain I found one, which I actually might start doing, by books in Spain and like trying to learn languages off them and like annotate them, because I don't annotate my books because that is just precious material. I can't be annotating them. But I think if I did that for my Spanish ones, I can actually practice a bit more, because I was watching Adriana Noriega, I think that's how you say her name, I butchered it probably. I love her videos, and I was just watching her speaking Spanish for 24 hours, and I really want to try and do it, because I am trying to like learn how to speak Spanish, because in the future I do want to move to Spain, so it would be ideal to learn. Anyway, tangent over. I want to get some books while I'm out in Spain, hopefully this year. Maybe I'll do my Spanish talking video while I'm out there, and we'll do some reading as well. And then I've got some books for on holiday. Obviously I've got Summer in the Chateau by Jennifer Bonnet. I've got Summer in Andalusia by Lucy Coleman. I'm very excited for those two. Those are coming on holiday with me because I'm going to be driving through France to get to Spain, so I thought we'll go with a theme. And then I've got Chasing the Italian Dream by Jo Thomas. Now I started reading, which one is it? I've got so many books under my bed. There we go. I started reading her Keeping a Christmas Promise around Christmas time. As you can tell, I didn't finish it. I'll finish it this Christmas. But I'm very excited to read that because I really want to go to Italy. And then I've got a massive book, which I think I might also take to Spain, because I think I might finish the other ones really quickly because there's a lot of spare time because we're driving down. I'm going to take It Was Always You by Emma Cooper. It is a massive book. It looks very cute and I'm very excited. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed the randomness of this video. This was literally the most chaotic, unplanned thing ever, but I really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully you'll see the video that I'm talking about come out this week. If not, I do apologise because you've been left with this absolute mess of a video. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!